Hello everyone, it's me, Katie-Beth again. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you a project I made for my birthday. It wasn't super well executed. If I did it again, there's things I would change. I did it like 2 days before my birthday, so it had to be done really quickly. So, story behind this. For my birthday we went to Vegas, and we wanted to have a piñata, but we didn't really want drunk people swinging bats around furniture that would be on our credit card. And by our, I mean me and my roommates. My roommates and I, we got a suite at the Mirage in Vegas. It was pretty fun. Anyhow, so we came up with a kicking piñata. And this is how it went. So here are my friends modeling it for us. This is actually the finishing product. A little of the Greek god with the ball on his back, I guess. And then this is how I actually made it. Now let me tell you both the right and the wrong way to do this. So the right way is you pour some flour in a bowl with some water, mix it up, and you get this nice thick paste. However, I unwittingly used cornstarch because I didn't label my containers right. The next part would be to rip up a bunch of papers. You can use like newspaper or whatnot. Here's the balloon. Also, I got a big balloon from the dollar store, like the bouncy kind, I think they were. Then I just hung it from a string, which I then hung from a clothes hanger in the doorway. And now here you mix up the paper and the paste and just stick it on that balloon. And underneath on the floor, I also put a towel and a plastic thing, just so it wouldn't get everywhere. And this was after the first layer. But when it started to dry, the papers weren't sticking together and started peeling up. And this I found was because I had used cornstarch instead of flour like I should have. Cornstarch just doesn't have the same stickiness that flour does. And I found it out by a taste test of my unlabeled cooking products, which is not the best way to go about it. This is the finished product after I had floured it up and a day of drying. And then I went ahead and painted it black to start getting my space theme. And this is all the stuff that I put in it. Got some alcohol, got some glow sticks, some necklaces, some candy. And I also tried to shove in a first aid kit, which I did manage to get in. I just had to shove it in. And at this point, I had about 20 minutes before we were leaving, so I just duct taped it with black duct tape. It was actually Gorilla Tape. And then we headed on out to Vegas. So here's the common room in our suite. My friend Mark set up a bunch of party lights for us. That's our little alcohol stash. And here's my friend Chris being sexy with the piñata space ball. I made a bunch of shirts that said, "Let's get weird," with matching t-shirts. Here's two of my other buddies just hanging out, looking super cool. And then here's us actually having fun with the piñata. And then here it is from another angle, super fast. Boop, 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 boop. And closing up the video, here's Mel and Ashley re-sugarizing. Well, thanks for watching my kind of weird piñata video. I know it wasn't like the best. It's not the best I could have done. I think if I had more time, it would have been great. But since I was basically making it like the night or two before my birthday and there was still a ton of things left to do, I kind of just threw it together. I learned a lot of things that would save time next time if I were to do it again. I hope this was helpful to you. It's not tutorial worthy, but hopefully it was interesting. Sorry I didn't make a better one. I think maybe next time a better one. Again, I don't know if I'm doing this again. But thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night.